You quit? No, never. While I am here, I won't let you do that to your world. Now let me hold your hands. You can even lean on me while I share something with you. So let me tell you what most people will never say to your face. You will be tested. Sure you will. You will fall. Certainly you will fall. You will be underestimated. But if you don't quit, you will rise. Now that's a constant reality. When people say it's over, when your friends give up, when the money runs out, when the dream seems dead, that's not the end. That's the battlefield where warriors are made. Take a man like Donald J. Trump. At one point, he lost nearly everything. His businesses crashed, his name mocked. He was in billions of dollars of debt, declared bankruptcy multiple times. People laughed, people walked away, but he didn't quit. He rebuilt his empire brick by brick, and years later, he wasn't just a billionaire. He became the President of the United States of America. Then there's Albert Einstein. They told him he was slow. They said he'd never amount to anything. He couldn't speak fluently until age 9. Teachers thought he was mentally challenged, but the man who failed early went on to rewrite science. He showed the world that failure means nothing if your will is unbreakable. Think about Thomas Edison. They say he failed over 1,000 times trying to invent the light bulb. People told him to give up, but every failure taught him something. And eventually, he lit up the entire world. You see, every story of greatness has one thing in common. They didn't quit. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team, cried in his room, cried but didn't quit. He trained harder, fought deeper, and went on to become the greatest basketball player of all time. Mike Tyson came from the streets, grew up in chaos. They said he was just another broken kid, but he turned pain into power, became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Oprah was born into poverty and faced a childhood filled with abuse and hardship. Early in her career, she was even told she was unfit for television, but she refused to quit. With resilience and determination, she transformed her setbacks into stepping stones. Today, she is not only a media icon, but also one of the most influential women in the world. Her life shows your past does not define your future, your persistence does. Colonel Sanders didn't find success until most people retire. At age 65, broken, living off a small pension, he had just one thing, a fried chicken recipe. He went door to door, pitching his idea to restaurants. He was rejected over 1,000 times before someone finally said yes. That yes grew into Kentucky Fried Chicken, now one of the most famous food chains in the world. His story proves it's never too late, and rejection is just redirection. What did they all have in common? They fell, but they got back up. Life isn't about having an easy path. It's about choosing to fight when it's hard. It's about holding your ground when everything tells you to run. Because warriors don't quit. Eternal warriors never retreat. You weren't made to surrender. You were created for dominion. You were chosen by God to rule, not to be ruled. This life won't hand you victory. You take it. You fall 7 times, get up 8. You are not your failure. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are your persistence. So if you're tired, rest. But don't you quit. If you're afraid, breathe. But don't you fold. If you've fallen, good. Because now you know how to rise. Remember this. Trump rebuilt. Einstein rose. Jordan trained. Tyson fought. Edison failed until he didn't. And you are one of them. You are an eternal warrior. So rise, fight, and never quit.